Couple more things we'll talk about today before we let you leave here. I don't know how to get back to to unshare the screen. A lot of technical difficulties here. This is why it's called the archive season because this is just terrible here. How are we doing this? Oh, I got it a little bit bigger. And we're fully losing it here. Oh, here we go. Stop sharing. Got it. Nailed it. Absolutely. All right.
Nailed it.
Again, sorry viewers. You know my technical skills are lacking. All right. So the other thing we do on this pod every week is just ask, for a bold prediction. So I know you know about the league through Layman. You just saw the rankings. So if you have a bold prediction about the league or just about the NFL, we'd love to hear it. We'll do a little bit of a recap at the end of the year with everyone's bold predictions and see who's right and who's wrong and who is just crazy. And so if you've got one for us, let us know.
All right. So let's just go. I'm going right into the NFL season. I'll think about something for your guys' Seahorse League. But I'm riding real high on the Pasternak and the Vikings, and I'm kind of loving them to get into the playoffs and I don't know, maybe win a Super Bowl. That's probably not going to happen.
Ryan Josh Dobbs, I love it.
But I don't know. I'm enjoying the hell out of the Viking season right now. Packers are probably going to get a top 5 pick, which I don't love that because they could actually get a legit somebody then. But that's my bold pick. As I'm saying, the Vikings are they're going to get into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens from there.
I love that. I wouldn't. The way Josh Dobbs is playing, I would not be surprised if they make the playoffs. Super Bowl might be a stretch, but yeah, definitely playoffs.
Yeah, Eagles and 49ers might have something to say about that, and possibly the Cowboys too. I don't know. They're kind of getting it going right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see my Eagles win a Super Bowl. Go Birds! And I only say that because I have a ton of Eagles on my fantasy team.
Yeah, so. Really only because of Jason Kelce. Other than that, I hate the Eagles so much.
Fuck. All right, then we do a little bit of a bet of the week. So just usually a $5 bet. I have one in mind, and I'm glad you brought up the Vikings because mine does include the Vikings, knowing that you're a diehard Vikings fan. So my bet of the week for you is not fantasy related, but NFL related. The Vikings play the Broncos this week, and the Packers play the Chargers. I think I'm just going to go straight up who scores more points, the Vikings or the Packers. I'll let you choose, and I'll just take whoever you don't choose, and we'll put $5 on it.
All right. It's at Lambeau, or is it at?
It's at Lambeau, I believe. Yes.
It's at Lambeau. Okay. It's cold. Oh boy.
And the only reason I'm happy, I'm not going to give you odds, and I'm going to just say straight up because the Broncos do have a great defense. So I think it could be pretty similar.
They're really turning it on. I think the Vikings are going to get maybe 24 to the Packers get there.
I don't even know if the Packers have scored 24 at all this year. I did not look up implied point totals for either team, so I don't know if this is even a good bet or not. But I just
that's a good line.
The over under for the Packers Chargers is 43.5, and the over under for the Vikings Broncos is 42.5. So yeah, pretty similar.
Yep. I don't think Jefferson's coming back. You know what? I'm going to do it, and if I jinx them, that's great. I'm going to say the Packers are going to score more points than the Vikings.
All right. Okay. So you got the Packers. I've got the Vikings for $5. To all you listeners, if anybody else wants to side with Chris and take the Packers, shoot me a text, and we'll bet $5 as well. Awesome. So normally we end with a 20-second tell me anything that you want, but before we do that, I meant to ask you this at the beginning of the pod, and I totally forgot. Um, you helped Lehman win a championship last year. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I wear that with a lot of pride. I mean, Lehman, he has an asterisk on his hat for that championship. I mean,
Yep,
he didn't win it. I mean, it's my championship, so he
100%.
can think whatever.
What
Yeah. So
what percentage do you give you to him as far as reason why he won? Is it like a 50-50? Is it like a 90-10? Where do you put that percentage? 100-0?
yep. So I mean, if I'm there at the draft and I'm only the auctioneer, I mean, what happens to Layman? He just gets all $1 players. I mean,
Probably. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I would say 75% me, 25% him. I mean,
Okay.
he did make a couple changes throughout he set the lineup,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't think I made it that difficult for him to set that lineup. And I also scolded him a couple times for some dumb things he did during the
Sure.
season. So
Well, and
yeah, I would say. Oh, go ahead.
you brought up an interesting point earlier, talking about how much Lehman kind of talks to you about the league, and there's been some rumors swirling that you are, in fact, actually managing his team this year as well. Do you have any comments on that?
Um, yeah, he needs to go back to back because his team is in draft turmoil after this year. So we've already been in talks about that, and yeah, he's got to go back to back to cement his legacy, or
Okay.
else it's over. And if he doesn't win this year, then he has one legit championship and one that I won, and that's all he's got. So
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Some good insight on Lehman's success, or should we say Chris I's success. All right, Chris I, 20 seconds. Tell us about anything you want. It's your turn. Here we go.
all right, hey babe, do you want to come say hi? She doesn't want to say hi.
Okay.
Yeah, no, life is good. What do I want to shout out? I don't know. I play backs this week in fantasy basketball. We're going for the toilet bowl. We're both 0-3 right now.